Hey, you, come here. Do you want to know how you can look 10 pounds lighter and never have to step foot in a gym? You get in the right bra. Want to know the item in your wardrobe that has the lowest cost per wear, and yet most of us pay zero to little attention to it? It's your bra. It's your bra. Want your shirts to fit better and have less bumps and lumps, especially in the back? Get into the right size bra. It's your bra. So tell me this. Why do we treat something that can change the way that we look, making us instantly slender, has the lowest cost per wear, and can totally transform our silhouette, and treat it like an afterthought? So in this episode of the Adore Your Wardrobe show, I'm going to be sharing with you 5, yes, that's right, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mistakes that women make when buying bras and how not to make them in the future. Well, let's get this party going and get in the girls front and center. Hey everybody and welcome. It's Kelly Snyder from Adore Your Wardrobe, and if this is your first episode, I just want to say welcome. I am so glad you are here. I run an online fashion education program called Adore Your Wardrobe, and I've been doing it for the last 8 years, which is a long time. And in that time, I have helped thousands of women demystify fashion by dressing their unique body types through body symmetry formulas, which are based in math and science. In my program, essentially, I break down the formulas of how to put a great outfit together that includes the cuts, styles, colors, and accessories. And one of the things I preach this to the choir. It is one of the things that I stand on my soapbox and preach as often as I can, is to have proper foundations that includes panties and shapewear and bras. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the information that I actually teach inside of my program regarding bras and how to find the perfect one. I'm hoping by the end of this episode that you will no longer think of bras as inconvenient or uncomfortable or freaking hard to buy, and instead start leaning into the magic that they can do to your silhouette. Ready to go? Let's get started. Mistake number 1. You are not getting fitted by a professional. Okay, this one kills me because it is so easy to fix, and most women don't do this. Most women walk into the intimates area of either a department store or a Kohl's or even a Target, and they look around and they pick, 5, 6, 7 different bras of different sizes because they're like, well, the one I have isn't fitting good, and maybe I've gained some weight, and maybe it's this, but that one's pretty, so I'll throw that one in there too. And it's kind of a mismatch, right? Like they essentially are guessing. And then they get into the dressing room and they try on all these different bras. And they don't really know what they're looking for. They're just looking for something that works better than what they have currently. And that is the absolute wrong way to go about finding a bra that's going to work best on your body. The right way really is about finding a professional fitter. And the reason a fitter is so important is that 80% guys of women are either in the wrong cup or band size regarding their bra. That's a whole lot of women that are walking around in not the right size. If you think about it this way, if you were hanging out with 4 other of your friends, only one of you would be having a bra that fits you properly. And the other 4, they're looking frumpier and heavier than they actually are because their girls are either under their armpit because there's so much spillage going on, or they're in some sort of uniboob because either the bra is too small or they're wearing a sports bra, or they're saggy, baggy elephant in it because the bra is so stretched out, it has no support to it anymore, and they're just kind of like waving off into the wind. Neither one of those 3 is attractive because what you want is you want your girls to be front and center. And when your girls are front and center, it dramatically impacts your silhouette. As I stand back, think about it. If they're out here, it's going to make you look wider. If you are compressed, Then if you have any other trouble area, like maybe your tummy, it's going to look bigger than it actually is. Or if they're sagging and bagging, it actually is putting more volume in the middle area. So what you want is you want them to be front and center. You want them to be not under your armpit, but again, you want them to be in the middle of your torso, again, helping you have the most slender of silhouettes. And the easiest way to do that is to get into a bra that actually fits your girls. In fact, here's the thing. If you want to shut the video off right now, I get it. You're like, I don't want to mess with this. Fine, whatever. But if you shut the video off right now, what I want you to take from this is to go and get a professional fitting and get into a bra that actually works for your girls. If you take nothing else from this video, please do that because it impacts your silhouette so dramatically. Okay, so how do you find a professional? Well, there's several ways that you can go about doing this. The first is you can make an appointment at a department store, like a Nordstrom or a Von Maur or a Macy's. I always encourage you to call ahead to make sure that there's actually a fitter on site. Sometimes department stores can say that they have fitters, but then they actually don't. And then even go a step further than that and ask to make an appointment, especially if you have any trouble areas. Sometimes if you are a bigger sized woman and you're having problems finding the sizes, or if you have a situation where one breast is bigger than another, any of those things, all of those fitters have seen those in the past, and so it's not something that's new to them, but letting them know in advance to make sure that you're going to get the professional fitter that you want. Now, if you don't happen to have a department store that is near you, my next recommendation is to look at Soma. They also have great fitters that can help make sure that you get into a proper bra. The next option is specialty stores. There is a whole world of bra specialty stores out there, and they have bras to fit every size, every kind of breast mass, every kind of breast shape out there. So just do a quick Google search. All you have to say is bra specialty stores near me, and you will see what bra specialty stores are around in your area. And the best part, if you Google, you can actually see their rating too and see what they specialize in. All right, this one's gonna sound crazy, but I have known so many women that have had great success with this, and this is online. Most of the major brands have an online support chat to help you get into the right size. My personal favorite is Wocal. They have an amazing online fitter program that allows you to not only do it virtually, but you can have chat support, and then they also have free shipping to you and free shipping back. Okay, mistake number 2, believing sizing is consistent among all the brands. We've already talked about that bras are expensive. They are expensive, right? And it's hard sometimes to dish out several hundreds of dollars to get 2 or 3 bras that are going to actually fit you. So even though that you've been to the fitter and it's been an amazing experience and you've been told by the professional that you are a 34 double D, you're excited, right? And you've probably picked one of the bras that she showed you and have bought one and told her, you know what, I'm gonna wait for a sale and I'm gonna buy a few more later. The problem comes when the sale actually comes, but they don't include the bra style that the fitter gave you. And so you're kind of are wondering what is the best thing to do. And you're like, well, I'm a 34 double D. I'll just buy it in the same brand, but maybe a different style. Or I'll even buy it in a different brand altogether. I mean, what's the worst that can go wrong? A lot can go wrong. Usually when those bras arrive, they're not going to fit you exactly like the one the fitter gave you. And they were on sale, which is great, but I see a lot of women, because they were on sale, that they just kind of deal with it. And I hate that because it is so wrong. Essentially, you're just taking yourself back to before you even had the fitting to begin with. So here's the thing, guys. Styling and sizing are not consistent among brands or even inside of the same brand. So a 34 double D in Vanity Fair is gonna fit very differently than a 34 double D in Natori or Maidenform or Playtex or Wocal or any other brand. Just like the clothing industry, you cannot depend on the size they put on the product to be consistent. And it sucks. It really does suck. And this happens with expensive or inexpensive brands. So it's not a situation where you're like, oh, well, if I buy a top tier bra, the sizing and styling is always going to be consistent. It's not. You're going to find that even in the top tier or in an inexpensive, you're going to find that difference. So this is what I always say. It is so important for you to understand what fit means because it helps you navigate in the world of bras so that you can find a good fitting one. And if you are unsure of what that means for a bra to fit, then always keep in with the same size, in the same style, in the same brand that the fitter gave you for the best results. Mistake number 3. Not buying a bra in the right style based on your breast mass or shape. Okay, so in addition to sizing, which we just got done talking about, styles also affect the way a bra fits the girls, okay? Your girls, my girls, everybody's girls, are as different as the body in which they are placed on. A 34 double D could be made up of really dense breast mass, right? And so it could be super dense with a narrow shape. You could have a 34 double D with not dense breast mass. So again, it's not super dense and it's a wider shape, okay? And so that can be a way to describe it. But both of those are different. And the bras that you wear, the specific style, is going to be different in order to give you support. You may not know this, but certain styles of bras and the way that they are cut work better for different breast masses and different shapes. So it is not a one size fits all. You really want your girls to feel secure and shaped in the bra that you wear. You don't want them flopping around all over the place. You don't want to have gaps in the fabric of your bra. You want to make sure that the material is laying very nicely against your chest and that there's not any situations either of what I call overfilling or overstuffing. So you don't want spillage to happen either. You want to have something that is right in the middle that is perfect. So it is not, as they say with Goldilocks, it isn't too big, but it's not too small either. Likewise, your band can impact fit as well. And while we are talking about band width, it should be noted that your band of your bra is supposed to be doing the heavy lifting, not the straps. So that means that some bands are going to need 2 hooks and other bands are going to need 4 hooks dependent upon how big the cup size is. Even more than that, some bands have a 1-inch width. Other ones have a 3-inch width, again, to give you the right support dependent upon how big the cup size is. And then there's other things to throw in play, like underwire and padding and the material. And all of those come into play in order to find the right style for your particular breasts. Being as intentional on the style of the bra that you have as well as the size can drastically change the way shirts look on your silhouette. Mistake number 4, not buying the right bra based on your shoulder width. We've all been there. We've been there in which the bra strap keeps falling down all the time. And we've been there where we've cinched that sucker up super tight in order to not have it fall, but then we feel like it's basically pinching into our shoulders and not super comfortable. And we're like, what's the deal? I can't figure out how to make this bra work. This issue of falling straps and tightening them and then they're pinching into your shoulders can be resolved by making sure that you have the right width for your individual shoulders. Okay, if you haven't guessed, bras are not uniform in their sizing, nor are they uniform in their styles. And guess what? They are not uniform in their shoulder width. So some cuts are more narrow, and when they're more narrow, they can stop with the strap slipping. Other cuts are going to be more wide, and those will help with the straps digging into your shoulders. And then there's some that are kind of in between. If you have a bra that you love, take out a measuring tape and see not only where the straps land on you, but how far they are from the center point. The center point is right in the middle of the bra. When you know this, it gives you almost a winning hand because it allows you to do some fact checking on the bras before you even try them on. This is just a little piece of knowledge, but it really can eliminate the frustrations that women have in regards to their bras. So again, just knowing those simple measurements allows you to compare maybe a bra that you're bringing into the dressing room or maybe one that you've bought online. You can compare it to those measurements and know if it's going to be a winner to start off with or if you should just go ahead and send it back. Finally, mistake number 5. This one's going to be hard to hear for a few of you, but I need you to hear it. And that is that you should not think that a bra is going to be comfortable from day one. And the reason is sometimes you have to allow your breasts to get used to a new size. Before I go any further on this one, I just want to say I never, ever want anybody to wear an uncomfortable bra. I have very big breasts. I'm a 34G and all of my bras are comfortable. I have no desire to take them off at the end of the night. I feel comfortable wearing them from the moment I get up in the morning till the time that I go to bed. So I understand the importance of having a comfortable bra. But there might be a few of you listening to this video who have been wearing either the wrong size or wrong style or, God forbid, a stretched out sports bra for a long time. And I hate to tell you this, but your girls, they're out of shape. They have been allowed to hang out wherever for a really long time. And when you get a new bra that is actually your size, it can take a few days for them to remember where they are supposed to be. You gotta train them. It's no different than exercise. If you have allowed your girls to just be wherever and kind of just get out of shape, you're going to have to train them again to be front and center, right? So it goes from kind of being like wherever to being front and center, and that can take a couple of days. Essentially, you are retraining your breast mass to be where it should be normally. So my advice, wear your bra around the house for a couple of days. Usually it takes about 2 days to do this and see if it gets more comfortable. I remember the first time that I went from a 36 double D to a 34G. And it took me about 2 to 3 days to get used to the new bra. I was kind of like, things felt different, right? The breast mass was being pushed in different ways than it had been before. And it just felt different. But I will tell you that my bras are so much more comfortable now that I know I'm a 34G versus when I was buying a bra that was the wrong size. Again, I never want anybody to be uncomfortable in their bra, so if it is uncomfortable after those couple of days, return it. Most department stores have very generous return policies as it relates to bras. So again, if it's not working for you, take it back in and try something else. Okay, this is a bonus tip. I said I was only doing 5, but I'm going to do 6 tips. My last tip for you is to buy bras more often than you think. Guys, it is really easy to just kind of forget about upkeeping your bras, to buy new ones. And like we've talked about before, they're not easy to buy for and they are expensive. And so it's hard, again, to want to spend a couple $100s on something that isn't nearly as much fun as a new sweater or a pair of jeans or a new purse. But bras have shelf life. Depending on how often you wear it, depending on how you wash it, depending on how you care for it, the majority of bras really have a shelf life of between 6 months to about 9 months. Sometimes you can stretch it out to a year. But there are so many women that I know that stretch their bras out even farther than that, sometimes wearing them for 2 years or 3 years. If you think about what a bra is made of, it's made of nylon and stretchy stuff. And if you have stretched out a bra to the point of 3 years worth of wears, it ain't doing anybody any good or any support to your girls. And the other problem is then you think it's normal, right? You think it's normal for your shirts not to fit. You think it's normal for your silhouette to kind of look a little bit off. When all you really need is to go buy a new bra, even if it's in the same size, in the same style that you have worn before. So make a commitment to yourself. Go and get professionally fitted at least once a year. I even do it every 6 months. And at that time, add a new bra into your rotation. Throw away the ones that are past prime. The best way that I have found to make sure that you're not keeping a bra around too long is just to write the date that you bought it in permanent magic marker on the tag. Because you know why? We deserve to have a good looking bra. And a good looking bra is going to dramatically change our silhouette. Want to take it a step further? In addition to these tips that I just gave you, the biggest mistake that I see women make is not wearing the right style and cuts of clothing for their body type. Just like wearing a bra that fits and works with your breast mass, wearing the right clothes for your body type makes such a difference in your overall silhouette. If you aren't sure what your body type is, I got you covered. Click the link below in the caption, enter 3 measurements into our proprietary body type calculator, and you will learn your body type and the best way for dressing it. And the best part, it's free. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I am passionate about helping women to look their best. And I really say that if you don't have your foundations down, if you don't have a great fitting bra, if you're not wearing panties that have no visible panty line, and if you don't have the right shapewear, it doesn't matter what clothes you put on top of it. They will never look as good as they can. So, like I said, if you take nothing away from this entire video, please, please, please go get a professional fitting. All right, that's it. Have an amazing rest of your day. Good job for learning something new today. Good job for taking a few minutes for yourself and putting yourself first inside of your life. I will be back next time with some more fashion tips for you guys and ways for you to adore your wardrobe. Bye, everybody. Go get that bra fitting. I'll see you later.